Hello everybody. It's been a while since I did a video on my layout, and it's been a while since I did anything with the layout. I've currently been off work with a work-related injury, and I'm starting to feel a little better, so I'm still off, but I can get around. So I've been starting to do a little more with the layout. I'm concentrating on what I consider the centerpiece of my layout, which is a street scene where the railroad runs down the middle of the street. And I'll show you kind of what I did, but I used Smooth It, and I have the spackling compound, and I was going to use this first, and then I misplaced it, and I thought, oh, I've seen a lot of tutorials on YouTube about Smooth It, and I thought, I'll try it. And I basically made a mess. I taped off, used some painter's tape to cover a part of the railroad track, the Atlas track that is in my town scene, but I didn't cover the whole section. 95% of my layout is Kato Unitrack, but the street scene is Atlas track, so there's no road bed. So I mixed up the Woodland Scenics or the Smooth It like Woodland Scenics tells you to, and I poured it, and it's the first time I've used Smooth It, and so I poured it, and I had more Smooth It than the area, I had already filled in the area that I had taped off. So I thought, okay, well, I'll do the other section, and I covered the track, I covered everything, in a big old mess. So I decided to tear up the Atlas track just because I didn't want to spend the time chiseling out the Smooth It from the track. So, and I needed to make a little bit of adjustment, which I'll kind of show you. But all in all, I mean, I hope to be making more videos. I hope to be making some progress on the layout. So let me show you what I was doing, what mistake I made, what adjustments I've made. So thanks, guys. Alright, so this area is done with Smooth It, and I did sand it down, and I taped off this track up to about this point. The problem that I ran into, or the dumb thing I did, I think, is I kept going with the Smooth It past this point, and it got all in the railroad tracks, and I really don't want that. I want to, I've seen a lot of videos of people doing Smooth It in between the rails and stuff like that, but I just kind of felt that since it's this long, I was gonna put styrene in there or something, and if I paint it black, that it won't notice, it won't be noticeable. So I tore all this track out and relayed it, and so this whole area is spackling compound. I still need to sand down this area, and I got to fill in this section here, but this is all going to be street, and then I'm going to add spackling compound to this side, and then I'll decide on what I'm going to do in between the rails. A lot of those videos where I've seen them use Smooth It or spackling compound between the rails is on HO layouts. So I just felt it was going to be a little more problematic to let the compound or the Smooth It in between the rails. So I think I'm gonna just you know, make the street on the other side, put the buildings in, and then we'll try a couple different techniques to fill in the rails. So that's kind of my progress right now. So that's what I've gotten done so far. I am going to sand down the spackling compound and draw out on the pink foam the other side of the street, you know, the other street on the other side of the tracks, lay that out, and then I had mentioned that I was going to paint it black. What I'm actually going to use is AK Interactive's asphalt. I've seen a couple videos on this. I'm real excited about this. I also have some cement color, AK Interactive's cement color ordered. It's being shipped. I don't know if you saw it in the video because the camera was like right above it, but on top of the Smooth It spackling compound, I have the evergreen styrene. These are 1/2-inch squares. I forget how thick it is, but I'm gonna glue plain styrene, a sheet of plain styrene, and this is what the buildings will go on, and then this will be the sidewalk. And I got to figure out if I'm gonna paint this the cement color with the AK Interactive, and what color I'm gonna paint the Smooth It and spackling compound, because obviously I'm not going to leave it white. That would just be too glaring. But maybe like a gray, or you know, a primer or something like that. And so, but I will video record. I will show you guys that. And thanks for joining. And check back as I do more videos and Instagram and stuff like that. Talk to you later. Bye.